In today's video, I'm going to show you how to get from Haneda Airport to downtown Tokyo. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, Empathetic Wanderers. My name is Jeff, and on this channel I give you ways to deepen your travel experience, hopefully access otherwise inaccessible situations while traveling abroad. And one of the best ways that I feel like you can do that is just to mitigate your own stress. I mean, one of the best ways to find awesome experiences and go to different places is just to have less worries when you're traveling. And I know that when you're traveling there can be lots of unknowns, especially if it's the first time that you're coming to a place, maybe you don't speak the language. And so in today's video I'm going to show you how to get from Haneda Airport to downtown Tokyo. So Haneda Airport is one of the other major airports around Tokyo, and it is actually the closer one, but I just want to give you a little bit of an insight into how you can go literally from the airport to get to any of the stations that you might need to get to go to a different city outside of Tokyo, or to your Airbnb or your hotel or whatever it might be when you get to Tokyo. So if you like content like that, if you like how-tos of how to get around Tokyo, or if you just like food vlogs and seeing Japan generally, or language videos, consider subscribing. Make sure that you hit the notification bell if you do decide to subscribe, as it will let you know every time that I post videos, which is every single week. I'm really excited about some videos that I am going to be posting soon here, as it is fall, or rather fall is coming here in Japan. So there's a lot of really cool places that I'm excited to go, so you'll want to make sure that you don't miss those. But before we get to that, let's get to this video of getting from Haneda Airport to downtown Tokyo. Okay, so as you can see, this is Haneda Airport to Shinjuku Station. There are a couple of ways that you can do this. There's a bus, there is the Tokyo monorail, which you saw in the video, which you will see in the video, and then the KQ Kuko line, which is the line that I decided to take once you get to Shinagawa, which is right here. You will transfer onto the Yamanote line and go from Shinagawa to Shinjuku Station. It takes 45 minutes and costs 500 yen. So very easy. When I did this, it was 600 yen, so I think depending on the time, it might vary a little bit in the price, but all in all, a pretty affordable way to get to Shinjuku and much closer than Narita. But yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory. The metro system at Haneda Airport is right next to the arrival, so it's pretty hard to miss. And again, as I have said many times, there's always an information booth that you can go to and ask for help, where they speak English, especially at international airports. And the whole thing takes about 45 minutes. And then obviously, if you want to go somewhere other than Shinjuku, you can just do that yourself, but it's quite easy. I mean, lots of different places are right around Shinjuku, and there's a subway line for everything in Japan, so it's still pretty easy to get to wherever you need to go in downtown Tokyo. All right, so we're gonna do the speaking portion of this video here in my apartment instead of the footage that I filmed in the actual airport, because it turns out after a 12-hour flight from the United States to Tokyo, I don't form full sentences and or make any sort of coherent sense. Thing that I would say, well, first of all, there is Wi-Fi here, which is nice, and then so, as I mentioned, I'm just going to show you kind of what Haneda has to offer. It's a smaller airport. As I mentioned, it is one of two airports that you can go into when you are traveling to Tokyo. It's much closer to downtown, so it's definitely more advantageous if you're looking for a shorter distance. It's a little bit cheaper because of that as well. But there's a bunch of things that you should know about being at the airport that make things a lot easier. Small things like there's Wi-Fi at the airport. You can get cash out at convenience stores in Japan, and that's available at the airport. There's a coffee shop in the arrivals lounge. There are information booths where people speak English. Also, getting a SIM card if you're interested in having internet immediately without Wi-Fi. There's a BIC camera, which is kind of like an electronic store in Japan, and there is one in Haneda Airport itself. If you haven't already seen and you're looking to figure out how to get a SIM card in Japan, I will link my video on getting a SIM card. It's quite easy and not terribly expensive. And then from there, there's a couple different ways that you can go. I'm going to just take you on one of the directions or one of the routes via the metro, and yeah, it's super simple. This video is probably not going to be too long, but yeah, let's just get to the rest of the video.
I belong to you. Do just what you want. You're the one I trust, and I always be around when I need some loving, baby. No one else. Yeah. Let you down.
Alright, so that kind of shows the way that you get from Haneda Airport to Shinjuku Station. As I mentioned before, you can also go to Narita Airport if you are... Sometimes, a lot of times, you fly into Narita and out of Haneda or vice versa. So if you're also flying in or out of Haneda Airport, I would definitely recommend checking out the video that I just posted a few days ago, which is basically the same as this, but just getting from Narita Airport to Shinjuku Station. And then obviously you can just reverse engineer it if you're doing the opposite, but it's also very easy. So you will have a transfer. You'll be taking the KQ line. If you follow this video, you'll be taking the KQ line from Haneda Airport to Shinagawa, getting off at Shinagawa, taking the Yamanote line to Shinjuku. It's about 600 yen, which is roughly $5 US, but all in all, super easy. Took, like I said, about 30 minutes. But yeah, let me know in the comments below if there is anything that you have questions on, or if I didn't explain anything particularly well. If you liked this video, if you found it helpful, go ahead and help me with a like. If you like content on Asia, specifically Japan or Korea, as I was living in Korea before this, and if you like anything on language, as I do a lot of content on language, consider subscribing. Check out the rest of the videos that I have on my channel. I will put a link to a couple of those playlists. But yeah, I appreciate you watching. I hope you have a wonderful trip in Japan if you are coming here, which I imagine you are if you're watching this video. And let's just keep being empathetic, keep spreading positivity, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye. So in Chinese, coffee is cafe, cafe, and to say I want a coffee, you would say 我要一杯咖啡，我要一杯咖啡。